Uh, would you please scan that deed and get it to Diane that you signed?
Oh, yep. Got that.
Thanks. And can I get my owner care agreement, please? That is signed by Cocoon, and then as soon as the contract goes settles, I can sign it and get it to them. Do you think?
They have a process to get that to you, which I know can take them a little while to get organised. So I'm not sure where that is in that process.
Yeah.
That just comes through as a matter of course, anyway. So that'll
Yeah.
definitely happen
Well,
from
you've
them.
assured me that it's in the pipeline anyway, so
Yeah,
no
it's in
need
the
to worry
pipeline.
about that.
No. Um, um,
Um, Joe, would you one of you please just type up a quick letterhead saying this as a robust house renting out 2 rooms as 2 participants as a normal house should go at 160K or something? Is there an issue with that? Is that easy for you to do, Joe?
um, it's irrelevant because if your funder is an NDIS funder, they just use that rent off the NDIS calculator.
Yeah, he said that. That's what my broker said. He also said just help streamline it and even make it, just help get approval better is what he explained to me.
Oh, yeah. All right. So letter, and all I'll do is just attach the NDIS calculator. So that's the independent proof that the finance company doesn't need it anyway. Okay.
No, he said that. He said
Yeah.
that. He said he can do it without it. He said it would help if he just
But,
had a letterhead from the agent saying this house is as
yeah.
a two
All right.
bedroom
Yeah. I'll
robust.
I'll do it, but I can guarantee it doesn't need it. Letter saying NDIS
No, I do
calculator
believe you.
2 times robust rent equals. Yeah,
Excuse
can
me.
do.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Uh, um, to deed that's sent. My encumbrances. Um, I'm just trying to get up where I sent it. Lawrence was very helpful this week. I've been trying to ring you, but you're not answering because you're too busy or something. And then Lawrence is like, "Well, just get on the meetings. We can answer all your
Oh yeah, then
questions on
yeah.
it."
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, also, there's a Kristen at the office, so I sent her a few questions, but I haven't heard back.
Yeah, she's
Um,
organised. She's just started last week. I think she did one
yeah,
or 2 days last week. So she's
yeah.
meeting with Ash, and they're writing up the procedure and the timeline for everybody, so she can just tick the box as to where you are on the procedure.
Oh yeah, cool. Thanks.
So, it's, so then we'll know
Something.
exactly where it is, how far away it is, how long it takes Cocoon to sign their agreements. They are
Oh,
getting faster at doing it.
yeah. Oh man, well, the whole deal swings on that, and then it's going unconditional, and I haven't even got it signed. It's a bit
Uh-huh.
scary, but just got to. I mean, you guys have assured me, so
Yeah, no, that's all approved. Um,
there was. There's a few questions I was sorry. What were you going to say?
no, all yours.
Um, yeah, like there's things that the conveyance is suggesting. I'm just trying to get the email I've been back and forwarding her about, but one of them was like on the land, there's encumbrances and like sewage out the back. I don't have, not looking at the contract in front of me at the moment. Get it, got it here somewhere, but here it is, got it here. Um, there's a sewage easement on the rear. Memorandum of common provisions. You can't construct, extend, or develop any lot in accordance with Barted Arc, Skylark Rise. I mean, I just answered it. This is something she brought up that I should check. Um, and anyway, I'm like, well, it's Cocoon that have put the land and build together, and so they would have found something they like. And that's what you've told me, right?
Yeah, so Cocoon's approved it.
Yeah, they've seen the land, the block of land. They know where it is. They know, what it's flat and it's the sewage up the back isn't going to be a problem. So it's suitable for an NDIS house, of course. So,
Yeah, because
but look,
you can't go and
yeah,
build a shed out the back and, you know, build
yeah,
a barbecue pit or a man cave or anything like that with an NDIS
yeah.
house there. And the other thing is that the builders also check the land as well. So it's been
Oh,
checked.
yeah,
So it's been checked by Cocoon, right? It's been checked by the builder. Um, we don't really have to check too much, but we'll always have a look.
yeah,
We have a look at a few other random things, but all passes all the obvious criteria, and it can take a Cocoon months to approve things because I think it has to go to their. It certainly used to have to go to their board meeting once
yeah.
upon a time. Not sure if it does anymore because it's
Mm,
commitment from from a point of view of even just hiring staff to make it work. Um,
mm,
but yeah, so it's certainly been. It is suitable for the NDIS
yeah,
house, and yeah, it's
yeah.
not a
That's and sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not a normal house where, you build a pagoda in the backyard or, you build a shed or something like that. That's never going to happen with this, so it's not an issue.
Mm. Yeah, thanks for sending that video through of the one that's nearly ready. That was so interesting. And even though I've seen the plans, it blew my mind the size of it and the size of those doors and and the feeling of the place with the 3 meter ceilings, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It
it
was
made me
funny how
look
you
like,
walked in and stood behind the front door, right?
yeah, I know. So I look like a jockey, right? I, yeah, I know. So it's once you see it like that, it's easy to understand where the money's going, um, and basically what a bargain it is too. For the size of the doors, they're solid doors. The glass, I think you can shoot a gun into it, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't break. Um,
Yeah,
the plasterboard's a acoustic barrier, as well as being indestructible. So yeah, and
yeah,
there's a $7,000 bench in the kitchen, so
yeah. Yeah.
it
You
sort of
said
adds up.
something about sprinklers. Well, they can be. You were sort of advised they be put in, but
Depends
then
on the
it,
participant. So
yeah,
the the house is built for robust, so we're not allowed to have
yeah,
anything hanging from the roof where they can be hanging themselves.
yeah,
However, we can put a couple of high physical support people in there, and if
yeah,
they do that, then they're going to want to put the sprinklers in. So with the 3 meter
yeah,
ceilings, you can actually run the piping um, outside, below the ceiling of the
yeah, yeah.
place. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
really easy and effectively enormously cheaper to put that in
Yeah, righto. That's good to know.
later, later on. So that's the good thing about the hybrid house. Um, you're
Yeah.
never really going to get stuck for one reason or another.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like back on the lawyer's letter, she's like, please confirm with the builder that they will comply with these planning overlays and any obligations imposed as a result, and the land is appropriate for the intended use. So I sent a quick email to the builder, but that's that shouldn't be a problem, eh?
No,
Hardly even
that,
worth worrying about, right?
well, legally they have to, so that'll all be in a contract anyway. Yeah.
Hmm. On the as the as the building progresses and the payments are made at stages, um, as should is it advisable to get like a building assessor to before, because you know how you have to pay at the slab at different stages. is it advisable to get an assessor just to check it off, an
Yeah,
independent assessor,
yeah.
if I'm not there? Like, well,
Yes, it is.
what do you recommend? Yep.
Usually the finance company will send out somebody to check anyway, and the fee for doing that is included in your finance costs, um, and
Mhm.
and also part of the SDA certification fees. So
That's good.
yeah, the SDA certifier will. I'm not sure how many times he does it. He has to do it at the end, of course. I'm pretty sure he'll have a look as things are going along. But the finance before the bank goes and pays the money, they'll send somebody out to make sure it's all going according to plan as well.
At the different stages of payment, because I think there's 4 different stages of payment, right?
Yeah, there's 4 while it's getting built because you'll pay the
Yeah.
field deposit. And the other thing is, we at the end we also get a completely independent building inspector to go along and inspect the property. What?
At the very end of the project, Joe,
Yeah, yeah,
is
yep.
that like Capital Ideas do, or
Um,
who does?
yeah. So it's a building inspector. A couple of different companies that we use.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you $1,200, but
Yep.
what you get is the building inspection, which is usually about $600 or so, and they are like the world's most pedantic, negative, nitty gritty people that they'll stick cameras in here and poke around under there and just look for any defect at all that might cause problems immediately or 10 years down the track on the property. um, they've
Yeah.
they will always find something wrong, and then we get the builder to fix it in the warranty
Oh
period.
yeah.
Yep. And they'll also
Cool.
produce a depreciation schedule, which is what you're going to need to give to your accountant to depreciate all the fixtures and fittings inside the house as well.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that'll be done right at the end, and that can be pretty much done anytime. There can be people living in the house. It's not a bottleneck in the whole procedure, but you are going to need it for your tax returns and the
Yeah.
builder's always going to tell you, I built a perfect house. But when you get a building inspector, sticking moisture meters around the house and, looking at measuring the fall of the bathroom per millimeter and all that sort of stuff, it adds another dimension to it all.
Yeah. 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 No, cool. There's nothing about a town planning in the contract. It says I'm responsible for providing town planning approval. You know anything about that? Or should I worry about it?
No, it's all done. Builder's
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah.
Can I get the agent to send me photos of the block just to see what it looks like the land agent, or is there any way I can actually see what it looks like around the street currently and what the block
Um,
looks like now at all?
yeah, good question. The Good question. If they don't have it, I'll go do it. Alrighty?
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
It's nice of
No.
you. Thanks.
Yeah.
And see,
The
all right.
No, we've got a few over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, good question. I haven't been that way for God knows a year now.
Yep.
Um,
Take the Lamborghini out for a drive anyway, Joe.
whoosh,
Lamborghini.
whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, beautiful. That would be nice.
Well, the Tesla might be the next one.
Tesla.
Um,
They absolutely fly. That's for sure. I think they'll what the floor with the Lamborghini.
yeah, apparently they do. Are there any of them? There'd be few of them around Melbourne.
Lambos or
Tesla,
yeah, heaps, heaps,
is
heaps,
there?
heaps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I'm
I
in
haven't seen one
Doncaster
yet.
with all the Chinese, and they love them.
Right. Yeah. Should
Beautiful.
I get a surveyor to check the block?
No,
I was gonna
um,
get.
no. The lawyer organises that. The title searches and everything that goes with that. So that'll be part of
Well,
what they do as standard.
the lawyers recommended I get a surveyor.
Oh well, in that case, do it to make 100% sure.
Yeah. Okay. I think I found a cheap one. It was $800. The other one was 1,500, but still
Yeah,
$800 is a fair bit.
yeah. It's it's not really needed, but it's definitely peace of mind and can save a lot of money down the track. That's for sure. Um,
Oh yeah.
nothing to do with us, but I have had people come to me twice, where their neighbour has built into their land. Build a huge 2-story house. God knows, nearly a
Hmm.
metre into their land. And the only way to
Oh.
fix that is to demolish a brand new 2-story house. So, oh yeah, yeah, enormous arguments. And then we've had another guy wanted to sell his house and he couldn't sell it. Like his mother died and it's in Baldwin and it's worth about $4 million. But he can't sell it because the neighbor has also built onto his land as well. And that would have been, at the end of the Second World War. So whatever that is, 60, 70
Hmm.
years ago. Um,
Hmm.
so he's sitting there, he's sitting on the pension and he can't get access to about $4 million because the house wasn't built on the right parcel of land or bit of land.
Wow. I'm gonna be pretty maxed out on our loan. Like it's gonna all because it's not just the 850 of the house of the. I mean, it's the interest and then it's all the other fees on top, which is really going to max us out. It'd be awful if these builders. I know I'm being assured that it's a fixed price build contract, but
That's right. Yep.
um, is there any pitfalls or problems that can arise whereby the builder ends up charging an extra 50 to 100K or something crazy?
No, not at all. Can't do.
Yeah,
Have you paid the
yeah, good.
5% build deposit as yet?
Lawyer's not, Diane's not recommending I do until I think she says it doesn't state in the build contract when it's due, so she reckons just pay it when finance is due.
Yep.
But
Okay.
the land was due today, and I've been thinking all last week, oh, I'll just pay it today. And then I went to pay it first thing this morning, and I couldn't find the finance details as to where to send the money.
Uh-huh.
And then it's public holiday that day, so I
Yeah,
sent them
that's
an
right.
email. I sent the land agent and their conveyancer an email apologising that it's not there yet, and I'll do it first thing in the morning when I get their bank details.
Alrighty. Got it. Yeah.
So
Usually
I
that
hope
would be
that's
usually that should be right up the front in the land contract. Their bank
yeah,
account.
it wasn't there.
Yeah, okay. Idiots.
Yeah,
All right,
not
fair
that
enough.
I could see anyway. So Diane helped me about it, and she's like, "Oh, you just have to do it tomorrow morning."
Yeah. Shouldn't make any difference at all. That's fine.
Cool.
Oh, yep, she's good. She's on the ball, which is why we use her. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
but why I asked about the build side of things is because usually the price in the build contract is um, um, not legally guaranteed until you've paid your 5%. That's all. But the build is pretty good, so it should be fine.
Oh yeah. Well, I can pay it if you guys want. That's a clause. Like I better pay it if that's true. I better get ahead and pay it. I'll check with Diane if you want.
Yeah, check with Diane, but
She
they'll,
hasn't picked
they'll
that up.
they'll be chasing you soon anyway.
Yeah, right.
All right, got it.
So what?
And it's
I'm just taking a note of what you just said, but I think you just said usually the build price is not guaranteed until that uh, um deposit 5% deposit paid. Is that right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we haven't picked that up in the contract either, sign in, but if until that, because if it all falls over, I still get all my monies back anyway, right? On finance. So
Yeah. The only thing
it's
we
no
don't get
different.
back is it's $5,500 that gets paid to the SDA certifier. That doesn't come back.
Oh, if I don't get finance.
So yeah.
Is that so if I don't get finance approval, that I don't get that 5.5 back? Is that what you just said?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Usually we're only doing that after you've got conditional finance approval.
What do you mean?
Usually we're only paying the $5,500 after you've got conditional finance approval.
So if I get finance denied, I don't lose 5.5 grand. Is that right?
Yeah, because you haven't paid it.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. And usually, I'm just taking a note here. Usually, the bill price is not guaranteed until the bill deposit paid. Yeah, look, my broker is very confident. He's been very confident from the start that I'll be able to get finance approval. So I'm not concerned. He's also very confident he can get it done within the next 2 weeks with the valuation. So
Yeah, valuation. Mm-hmm.
well, I lose that. That's a fair bit, but I think I get the like I don't proceed with valuation until I get approved for both the NDIS
Yeah,
loan and the other.
so your mortgage broker is not going to spend your money if he doesn't think that the loan's going to go through. So the valuation is really just a formality anyway, because we know what the rent is, we know what the houses are valued at, we know what the land's all selling for, so it's pretty straightforward.
They must get. I mean, why is the valuation so expensive? 3.5 grand. They should go and do a survey survey the land for me too.
Yeah, it's huge. However, they put it as a commercial valuation. So being a commercial valuation, they're charging us 10 times as much to do the valuation.
They're not doing much.
Yeah.
They're not earning their coin. They're just slamming.
So they do the normal.
Yeah,
they do the normal fixtures and fittings, and there's a lot more fixtures and fittings in an NDIS property. But they also then go and do the income side of things, being the the cash flow and the lease and the NDIS income side of things. So yeah, they're making some money, that's for sure.
Yeah, cool. My broker was like, if the valuation comes back, the place will rent out for 160K a year. We shouldn't have a problem. If he comes back and says it'll only do 100K a year, well, we might have a problem.
Yeah, no. They just go by the NDIS calculator.
Yeah, cool.
Mm.
In that video, Stan, who are those two fellas? One was Ash, which is the builder boss, is he? That shorter bloke, younger looking fella.
Alex. So
Alex, that's right.
Yeah, Alex in the hallway talking about the plasterboard.
Hiding in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. He runs IPC, the builder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so he's really helpful to us. He's really good. Because all they do is build NDIS houses. So he went and set up a whole separate builder just to do NDIS builds for Cocoon.
Wow.
Hmm.
Is that
And
Alex
then,
Sass?
yeah,
Um,
SAS. Yeah. And
he's
then,
not, I thought Alex Sass. Yeah, okay.
and then
Who, like, do I? Sorry, yeah.
and then the other guy was John, who's one of our sales guys. So, at the end, he sort of jumps in and, and talks a little bit from the builder's point of view. So,
Yeah.
he he has worked for, I don't know, the last 10 years or so for builders selling house and land packages. Um, or sorry, working for the builders, selling the houses that go on, these new estates to investors and first home buyers. So that's why I wanted to
Yeah.
talk about the building side of things, because when he started selling NDIS stuff, it was a shock to his system that an NDIS house is costing $700,000, but the 4-bedroom house right next door is costing 350. So it took him a long
Yeah.
time to get it through his thick head, that how expensive it is to build NDIS, and you just can't get any builder to do it.
Oh, okay. That the plasterboard must be pretty expensive, is it? That indestructible
Yeah,
plasterboard.
everything is, the windows, everything,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
for sure.
But he works for Capital Ideas, does he?
He
Or
does.
just
Yeah, that's John. Yep, yep, yep,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
So he's
Well, I've just met you and Lawrence and then Kristen so far. So. But like once it progresses, will I be dealing with you probably the whole way through, or do I deal with the builder at all, or I don't? I mean, I probably don't do much at all. I just sit back. But
Yeah, you really should be sitting back, but the builder communicates with you directly for each
yeah,
stage, because they're going to be sending you and your mortgage broker an invoice at the end of every stage. They send you the pictures at each
yeah,
stage, and but there's not really anything else to
yeah,
do
yeah.
at all. The we don't nothing. I mean, I can't imagine anything going wrong. They don't really
Mm,
need your approval for anything. Everything's in the contract.
yeah.
So it's not as though you're conversing with them all the time. We harass
No,
them.
no.
We harass them regularly to see what stage they're at. Because time is
Mm,
money, and every week that goes past, we've burned $5,000 or so. So we do, make sure that things are
oh,
happening.
good. Thanks. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm paying interest on it all too. Hey, so
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That's
It's
right.
might be. Do you reckon 10 months it'll be
Yeah, yeah, should be
ballpark?
fine. Yeah, yeah. So, we're a few months in already, but hopefully by the end of the year, you'd have some money in your bank account, I would hope.
Oh, wow. Huh,
Mm.
that's pretty amazing.
Yep,
Oh, the new agreement in it, the parts that I like about it is that if if they don't that it's what it says that if they don't deliver 80K minimum per year, then we can get out of the contract if we like.
yeah.
That's what they've said. And then whereas the old one was, if they don't deliver 48K a year, we can get out if we like,
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
is my understanding. So this new one's better because, if that's better than, yeah, which I prefer that.
Or they know that what the demand is, which is why they're giving you a lease. So they know they're going to make
Yeah,
money. Their problem was that they didn't want a rental guarantee of 48 grand a year for 20 years, because that's $1 million liability that shows up on their
yeah,
balance sheet, that reduces
yeah.
the value of their shares when they list on the
Mm,
stock market. So, they gave
mm,
us a few concessions about, not having to wait 6 months as well. That was like the biggest problem that people had before.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that got wiped out as well.
yeah. What oh yeah, just being careful. What sort of spooked me and amazed me was that point you made a month ago, where Perth's just getting flooded with NDIS properties, and they might probably have enough for the next 30 years. That's
That's right.
scary. That could I mean, the next place in Australia it could happen is probably Melton because it's reasonably priced near a capital city, right?
Yeah, and you're near a hospital, etc. But the hospital's getting built, so there's more and more demand in the area. It's a growth corridor. It's only 45 minutes, out of the Melbourne CBD, and it is
Yeah.
a medical precinct already. So yeah, I mean, it can certainly happen because the builders, and the marketing companies, they don't really care at all.
Mm. Mm.
They're making a fortune, building the houses, and we already see that they don't give a damn. They're just building while they can. So yeah, so that's why it's really important to just deal with the NDIS provider from day one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well, hopefully, Melton and these outer suburbs of Melbourne don't get too oversaturated with NDIS houses.
Hmm.
You know,
No,
what
that's
can you
right.
do about it? It might happen each year, but who knows? You don't, you could be Chicken Little and not do anything, but you
Yeah.
got to have a bit of a crack.
Well, you do.
I mean,
The
it's not oversaturated at the moment, is it? There's a big demand at the moment.
There's a big demand. But we're not building any more houses there in the short term until your house gets built and all filled up, and then we'll look at it again.
Yeah, yeah.
So, which is good for you because once a person moves in, they don't move out, number one, but there won't be anything in the area anyway for them to move into.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, this one that I've got, I mean, it could be a HBS, FA, or IL, but most likely a robust person.
Definitely. Yeah.
Mm,
Yep. 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 Yep.
yeah.
Correct.
Like people say that 90% of robust people can only live on them by themselves,
That's right.
but yeah, but
100%.
yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say 90% because it's maybe only 10% can live by themselves, because they're the violent ones, bad behavior, alcoholics, drug addicts, whatever they might be, or just have brain injury. So most of them have just got depression, not quite right. So you can get a couple of them in a house.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
but
Mm,
yeah, but in a lot of cases, the craziest, that's what everybody, if there's a bad story, it's about NDIS. It's only really two things. One is it's overcrowding, which is, the problem that we're solving by building more houses. And the other one is, you've had some crazy person in a house, trying to destroy the house. And the older houses, they could destroy them, but these
yeah.
houses are indestructible. So that's just not an issue for us at all.
Mm.
The
They must still have a lot of them in a psych ward, like a lot of the bad ones in the psych wards. I suppose this is just another means to be able to try and help people out of it and get
Yeah,
them
correct.
back in the community or something.
That's right. It's a lot better, and they're a lot more calm if they're not hanging around other crazy people as well. Um,
Mm.
because everybody picks up on the energy. If you're stuck with a crazy energy, there's a fair chance you're going to be crazy. Um,
Yeah.
so if you look at your house, um, you see the spreadsheet,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Who's Ngok? Is that one of your work colleagues or is that a client?
Nyok is one of our work colleagues. So she is sitting in Vietnam, and she is the one that updates all our conversations. She looks after the salespeople. She runs the email blasts that you see as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi,
Um,
Gok. Ngok. I like a good gnocchi. I like
Gnocchi,
a good
so
potato gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Um,
Sorry, I'm a bit naughty.
yeah,
Oh, she's
um,
laughing.
yeah. Don't know where she is, but that's a good thing about the world these days. We sit on a laptop. I'll be in Vietnam at the end of the month. I'll be sitting on my laptop, and nobody will know where I am, and we'll be having a wonderful time and still making money and eventually getting around to
Mm,
replying to emails. Hmm.
yeah.
I'll work out where is Melton, but it's sort of the northwest, but it's not out as far as it's not as far as Mildura and places like that. So I'll just put it as the west. So you've got a high physical support house, demand around the hospitals for that sort of house. So yeah, so there's a worst case scenario there for you of $184,000 a year, instead of your 250. So nobody will really complain too much about that sort of an income at all as your worst case scenario.
Is this if the are you thinking if the profit share cocoon falls over, or is that what you mean? Oh.
Yeah, and we were just talking about the sprinklers and that sort of thing for the house. So this is your downside, okay? So there's not really much downside to this at all.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other questions for me?
Oh, look, I mean, that contract, I want to get my head around it and study it well, just familiarize it myself with it. And before I even signed it, I went through it with Diane, and she talked me through it. But I've asked you a few questions that I had about it. There's not really much else. I mean, you know what situation I'm in. At this stage, and we're trying to make it all happen, and we're paying these deposits and trying to meet the deadlines. But this new broker should really make it, because he's only thinks thinks it'll only take 2 weeks, whereas my good mate Will was talking 4 to 6 weeks. So
nah. No, all right. No, that's good. All right, we get a wriggle on. I'll send you the the rental appraisal in a minute before I get bombarded again.
On that, there's nothing else I'm missing on that land and build contract, is there, Joe, that I should be thinking about, right?
Not really, because it's already gone through sort of 3 steps. Number one, I mean, I know what the demand is out that way, and that's definitely been one of our favourite areas, that's for sure. So we have sold half a dozen, maybe a dozen houses out there, which is, one reason why there's, we're not putting any more out there. The new hospital being built, growth pathway, you get capital growth on the land anyway. I mean, we'll manufacture that by the huge income that you're going to get. But yeah, you're in a growth corridor, so that's wonderful. The Cocoon have approved the area, and it's their money on the line. They've got to hire people, etc. So if they're going to hire 10 people to administer your house, then they've actually put in more money than what you're going to put in to get this thing up and running. Wow. Yeah, because at the moment they've got participants, which is why we've got the lease. They've got somebody looking after them. They've got somebody that's written up their plan to get finance or the accommodation approved for the NDIS to get. They'll be hiring.
When you say that, are you saying that that's for my house? Is that what you're saying? They've got a participant lined up for my house, and they're right now?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So they will have an idea of who's going into that house. Maybe a little bit flexible, but yeah. Yep. There's somebody waiting to go into your house.
Well, that allays most of my main concern, in the fact that it's such a risk if you don't get a participant, because here they are, they're investing they're really invested into this with their own funds as well.
Yeah.
Even halfway through the build process.
Yeah, they tell us that by the time the house is up and running, they've put in 250,000, and
yeah,
that it's really just staff costs basically. You know, they do get paid by the government, but some things they don't get started being paid for. They've got to train staff to be ready for your house to run it, etc.
And it's not as if they're gonna sign a contract with me. Well, they told me I'm gonna sign the contract with them soon, the agreement. And then it's not as if they're just gonna sign an agreement and then 3 months into the build pull the pin. They can't. They've signed an agreement. And so from the moment they sign that agreement, they're basically committing hundreds of K to this project to make it
That's
work, which as an
correct.
NDIS investor, that's our biggest risk, right?
Yeah, correct. So their money is where
Mm,
their mouth is. And you know,
yeah,
that's why it takes a while to get some things approved, but that's all approved. And then, of course, on top of that, you've also had the builder go out and make sure that it's appropriate as well.
yeah.
Because
But
if you
we're
can't get,
past that stage now, aren't we? Like my one is approved. That's in their system, and the package is put together, right?
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. So it's all
It must,
systems go.
yeah. It must help them with economies of scale having a few different houses close by because they can shift and, they've got a bit of a buffer with staff and that, right?
That's what they want us to do. Yeah, and that's why they pick
Yeah,
certain land too. And if
yeah,
they could have
yeah,
two houses side by side, that would be even better.
yeah,
And because very often, you know, when I've gone to areas to have a look at the houses are side by side. That's um, the best setup for the NDIS provider because you know all the staff can just get dropped off in the bus. The bus can come and pick up all the participants together.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
very often there's a gateway in the fence as well, and they'll walk from the backyard of one house to the other, or they'll
Oh,
share
yeah,
they'll share the facilities. Up in Mildura,
yeah,
they cut
right.
the fence down, and they've got a barbecue on one side, and they've got just like a pergola on the other side, and people just wander backwards and forwards between them. They share extra staff between the two houses, so they need less staff as
Yeah,
well. And then, yeah, of course, the builder to just go to one particular street and build, you know, two houses in one street. That's a little bit of economy of scale, but they'll be building 6 houses, you know, 12 houses, like I said, all in that area as well.
yeah, yep, yep, yep. Cool. I mean, that helps mitigate a lot of risk for us as well because the builder's doing 100 of the same sort of ones every year or something, if I understand right, which I can't even, that's
Yeah, they all
huge
have to
amount.
be
But
identical, exactly the same. Um,
oh, they must turn them out once they've done a few. Hey, like
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
as
yeah.
if you're getting like a big house that's just unique, right?
No, I mean, they're not all exactly the same, but the vast majority of them are just identical. You know, because the staff need to
Yeah,
know where the knives go, you know, where the tablets go. They need to be able to walk into one house and just get to work. You know, straight away. Everything needs
yeah,
to
yeah,
conform to their process, their standards.
yeah. After that, looking at that video you sent, I mean, I wouldn't mind living in it. Would
I
you?
know, I know, I know. Yeah,
Looks pretty comfy, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah. It's got all the modern technology and you know individual air conditioners for everybody. They'll go and put a whole lot
Mm.
more technology in when they finish as well. You know, to automate
I reckon that.
the.
Yeah, I reckon that black sensory room would calm me down too. Like
You
computer
know,
games in
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's right. Naughty boy. You know,
Mm.
throw, throw, throw the kids in there, they'll fall asleep. You know, and they
I
actually
think
put a whole
wife,
lot. Yeah,
talk about a doghouse for the wife to send you, right?
yeah, that's it. Lock you in, and they put a whole lot of soft I suppose not really toys, but furniture. You know, like things that you can kick and throw and all that sort of stuff as well, depending on the person.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
quite clever, really, how it's all organised.
oh,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's a brilliant house. It's very impressive. Alrighty, and that's what you
yeah.
get. Hmm. Alrighty, very good. Let me get this done, Mister.
Yeah, thanks for the help. Thanks for answering the questions in your time.
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy Labor Day in Australia. Melbourne, I mean Melbourne. Um,
Beg your pardon?
it's Labor Day in Melbourne, so everybody's off at Moomba.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, champion. See you soon.
Yeah. See ya.
Thanks, Sean.